And now, the Kill or Be Killed
Here we are.
podcast.
Going on,
With
man.
Damian
So,
Ross,
holy fuck, I've been enjoying this workout for the week,
master
right?
instructor
Oh,
of the
thank you so much.
Self-Defense
Awesome.
Company.
Awesome. You know, it's funny too, right? Because I've been going through all of them, and I came back today to the very first one.
Yeah.
And you know, it's interesting because you fucking change up the reps, right? You change up the tempo, you change up the power, you add some like burpees in between sets and push-ups, that kind of thing, and you're like wanting to fucking, you're wanting to fucking piss yourself after.
Right. Well, right. So like when you do these things too, you're kind of doing them for like gen pop. So,
Yep.
You can't, it's different than when you're actually training somebody where you can see, how hard or how fast you can push them or what kind of mood they're in today. So, yeah, I mean, they're meant to be, you can build the shit into it. And then, yeah, and now it's actually nice to go through everything and tighten stuff up, and make it a clear path, because the next is a promotion exam. I go through that, the next one, and now I'm almost through module 2 right now. So I'm like a couple weeks ahead. This week got a little crazy. I didn't get the fucking film, but I'm trying to stay like at least 5 or 6 to 8 weeks ahead, as continue to go. But yeah, man, like, even, you're coming up with some, some new drills are popping in your head. I mean, the other thing, like the main modules were basically like, okay, look, I didn't want to fill in time. Plus I was fucking exhausted, doing all the training, like the actual physical workouts. I showed you the drills. So it's like, okay, here's how you practice this. So you learn something just like you would be in class, and then you go practice it, right? So you go instructional section, drill after, instructional section, drill after. These now, we have the luxury of not having to do all the instructional. So I can just take you through, and then we're referencing, where you want to get the background on this shit, And then what's nice too is that, now they can, you can jump in and just go through, and I've been enjoying doing them. For sure.
And I'll tell you, I don't care how established one person is within the fucking SDC. Like, I mean, you need to come back to the very beginning. You need to, go full fucking bore, full power, full speed, not take those breaks in between. I grabbed a set of dumbbells, like the fucking ones that you could adjust, the adjustable dumbbells, you get them like fucking all over, right? And then like a set of bands. And you just add that in while you're doing your shit. And I mean, you could be down there for like 2 hours if you're not careful.
Yeah, get it. Of course. I mean, once you sprinkle that, the PT in the middle of it, it like, adds a whole other element to it. And that's what I said. Like, you take this to where, you want to take, you feel like you can take it, right? So, you also have got guys that, can't get out of their own way right as of yet. Yep. So like, take your time, spend, when I say workout of the week, I mean, you do that until you feel comfortable to move on to the next thing.
Yes.
And that's the whole point of it. I mean, when we start the ground fighting stuff, I mean, all the stuff we're going to start is going to be like on the fucking ground. So, it's not like we're going to, go through, short as you can, long as you can, again, until we get to weapon retention, until we get to grabs and holds, where you're applying all those techniques to those situations. So yeah, I mean, just thank you. I mean, it's like reinvigorated everything. And what's cool is like now with the leaderboard on there, it's fun because now we're like get a little competition going.
Yeah, catch up, motherfuckers.
Yeah, exactly. And it's
Josh,
like, look,
Josh, I know you'll see this. I'm fucking calling you out. I'm calling Josh out.
Yeah, news is coming up, man. Brett's fucking is gonna be passing Josh in the fucking about a day or two.
Brett's rocking and rolling. But the other thing too is for people who are watching this now, and if you've seen the workout of the day or workout of the week, I should say, and you don't have a bob, you don't have a bag. I mean, fuck, don't make that an excuse, man. Like shadow boxing, right? Shadow fighting, hit air, fucking do it, right?
At least do
something.
Do something. I mean, you're not going to get that positive feedback that you get, but it's better than nothing. and don't wait. I mean, it's like the problem is with everything. It's like people wait for the perfect time. There's no perfect time because if you're leaving your house, you got to deal with it. Period.
Yep.
You got to, our rule is like, if you leave your house, you got to be able to defend yourself. Right. So, yeah, so now do it now. They said that the need for self-defense is constant and you're changing. Your threat is never changing. Your threat is always younger, stronger, faster, bigger, tougher.
Yep.
Okay. You're the one that's fucking changing. So,
But I will say certain aspects of society are definitely fucking softening up. I mean, like fucking the pillow fight league. Come on.
Oh, dude. Yeah, we got a couple things. So, yeah. I pulled up an actual fight. So, dude, I'm gonna say. Let me just share.
I kind of want to do that.
Okay, this looks exhausting. All right. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, we'll talk shit on this. But this looks like I would get tired.
17 years old. Beautiful. That's exactly what you want to see a real life video game player.
Shit.
That is it.
Again, notice that flipping had zero effect. It doesn't matter. It's position and distance. He could fucking fly through the air. Wherever he lands is where he is.
But have you got the rules for this shit yet? Like, I mean, how do you win? Because I mean, there's clearly not a knockout unless there's fucking bricks in those pillows. So
right, and I would imagine there's some penalties for if you accidentally hit him with your arm. I mean, shit, because that happens.
This young man just hitting him with a 3. What I'm liking for Turbo is he's cutting off Simon from jumping around like that.
Oh, a headshot! What a lead! To the window,
exciting.
to the moon.
See, I mean, they're definitely. Hold on.
I mean, dude, when I was a kid, the pillow fights were at like the girls' sleepovers, right? They were pillow fights with each other.
High scoring round.
Look at the Joker, dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we used to do pillow fights in the dark in college. And I'm in a football house at a D1 football school, so we were getting crushed. Crushed. So, but they're like pillows. I don't know what the regulation pillow is on these things. It doesn't look like they've got. It's not like a Tempur-Pedic where it could get some weight into it.
This is a rock and sock and brawl between these two using that pillow.
Wow, the Joker with a couple of headshots.
They're just taking it. On the offense, lots of athleticism.
Nice.
Pillow. To finally
I would say though, these skills are really useful to have if you're using like a fucking some kind of flexible fucking impact weapon.
Yeah, like a spring kosh or a fucking blackjack for sure, dude.
Fucking load these pillowcases with fucking rocks and shit. You're laughing.
Yeah, that's how it comes.
Yeah, do the old pool cue in the sock.
That's right.
Headshot. Helms is locked in.
Oh, and he's playing. Oh, he's towing. And that's what people love, and that's what the judges like, or at least the referee at this point.
Put it on TikTok.
Another
360. Both players very different.
The one dude in that last one is too worried about his fucking fancy footwork.
Yeah, I want the rules. I want the rules for this shit.
Offensive here in the final 30 seconds. Blocking every shot.
Unlike your average. Oh, he got caught with that 360. That's maybe the difference. Apollo might take this home.
360.
Locked again now. If you hit the 360, you hit the hand, and your hand hits your.
Someone's got to get something action.
Look at that hair.
Carrano, great 360 shot.
So what's interesting though? We talk about this. If you have to hold any kind of object, even if it's light, and you're holding it up for a long period of time, that shit starts to get heavy. So imagine by like round 3, 4, those pillows are starting to feel heavy too.
These are fucking. It looks again exhausting. Exhausting. So yeah.
That's a 3 right there.
And now he eggs on Turbo.
On and do it in a couple of minutes.
3 seconds left. Final shot in by Turbo.
Great stuff.
And the reversal.
Turbo very stationary. He's just like a moving offensive target.
Oh, is that a double 360?
And
I think it's not afraid of this matchup.
A very athletic dude, very flashy, but Tillman a practitioner in nunchucks, which comes into play in pillow fighting. Beautiful 360 shot.
I feel like this needs to be one of our workouts of the week too.
Yeah, definitely.
Just grab a pillow, start beating the shit out of Bob.
Right.
The thing is, unlike boxing, that pillow just.
Oh.
Okay, so look, man, I'm not like, that looks fun as shit, right? And the guys aren't like trying to like, they're going at it, but I don't think anybody's getting really knocked out. I could see you get hit with a hand, by accident, and that could fuck you up. So, yeah, all right. The other thing that I saw, which is kind of ridiculous, but I guess we're just figuring out ways to where we can fight. Is you ever see car jitsu?
I have, yes.
Right. So yeah, these guys, they get the hajime and then they just fucking grapple in a car, which all right. Again, there's no reality to this because you would not do this in a fucking car. All right. You'd be fucking gouging and biting the fuck out of them if you had to. But I don't know, I'm sure people are thinking like, oh, look, it's effective in the car. No, this is two people doing the same thing to each other in a fucking car. Yeah. Under a set of rules. This is not.
This is one of my dates at the drive-in, man.
Yeah, this is not realistic. All right. These are two guys sparring in a car.
But I like the fact they do it in closed,
right away, Felton shows
quarters,
there.
so that's good.
He reaches over with his left hand.
Right, but again, it doesn't matter.
Okay, round 2 underway.
All right,
round 2.
I showed you this video last month. It's called Karjitsu. It's a style of jiu-jitsu. It takes place.
Now, can you choke a motherfucker out with seatbelt?
I don't know if you can.
More is the creator of Karjitsu, Vic Miki.
All right, so
okay, Vic.
I'm like, it's just he decided to put it in a fucking car and put it on YouTube.
That's right.
Let me see if I got. Let's see if we can get this a little bit more fighting on it.
Jiu-jitsu, but most important, side of an
at the 161. A few less concussions. A couple times I was. Just go ahead. Great experience. And 12 blue belts. Play with it.
Competitors begin seated with safety belts fastened. When the match starts, they unbuckle and engage using any part of the vehicle to their advantage. Points may be awarded during the match.
Can you choke with the fucking belts?
On the outcome.
Oh, he's got the
fucking that Karjitsu championship. Funny. Even after 2 rounds, we go to a 3rd round and possibly sudden death to decide a winner.
Dude, I'd be all over the choking a person out with the fucking seatbelt.
Experience there.
Right.
He reaches over with his left hand and blocks the seatbelt of Davidson. You can see here in the top left-hand corner of your screen, reaches over, blocks the seatbelt with his left hand, frees himself with his right hand, and immediately just goes to smashing Davidson into the driver's side door. And right now you can see he's trying to slide his knee through for Neon Bell.
I mean, again, it is just
here. And Davidson,
all right.
Like he's got the driver's side seatbelt here. He's trying to wrap that driver's side seatbelt around the neck of Davidson.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
It's almost
like
too
a
late.
collar
By
choke.
the time he's figured out what's happening, he has got that seatbelt wrapped all the way around his throat. He's trying to defend, but there's not a lot that can be done here. He is in a bad situation. And just like that, Raymond Felton
fucked him up with that.
Fantastic.
Okay, that shit just got a little real.
All right, I mean, that's all right. I ain't hating on that.
Davis is trying to get out of there.
I mean, look, the one thing it is, it's like, okay, it's not a mat, and it's not a so you're dealing in a real environment.
But can you bash their head off the fucking dashboard and steering wheel?
No. But it's kind of,
Okay, Davis is making a little bit of
nice
here for himself.
I guess it's, again, it does illustrate a point that your environment plays a very important role in your self-defense. Right, because it's not a mat. It's not,
Davidson's resisting, but
I mean, you're dealing in a world that you live in. It's not an octagon.
Left foot on the driver's seat. Davidson tries to push the action into the back seat, but again, the seatbelt gets caught around his left arm.
You the back seat, bitch.
His left leg. We've got another guillotine attempt here into the front headlock. Ray's got quite a bit of experience inside the car. He knows exactly which submissions are applicable.
How did you develop all this experience inside the car?
I've been in the car since I was a child.
Yeah.
And at Karjitsu, it takes a submission to win the round. This is a 2-round fight, and what that means essentially is that Davidson has
Well, I
a
mean,
minute and 35
I get why it
seconds
takes a submission
to
because,
secure
you know, you got a guy in his
submission on
back.
Felton, or
You know what I
he
mean?
wins
It's
the
like there's
match.
no other way to get an advantage,
90
right?
seconds left in the match, and it now moves into the back seat.
Uh-oh.
Okay, and for the first time in the match, it looks like Davidson does have a dominant position. If he can get his right knee down on the seat for a couple of seconds, he can score 4 points for Mount. But no, it doesn't look like Ray's going to let that happen.
I've had a few
Ray
dominant
would rather
positions
give
in the
up his
fucking
back
backseat.
here, and that's what's happening. Davidson
Definitely
taking
trying to
it back
mount.
Felton.
That's right.
He's wrapping up a rear naked choke. Doesn't look like he's got it here. It's just more of a bully headlock at this point.
Yeah, it's just on his chin.
He's got one hook in.
It
looking for that
fucking
second
hurts,
hook.
by the way.
It doesn't look like there's going to be a finish here. Listen to these guys breathing.
Yeah, of course they're
both
exhausted.
absolutely exhausted.
Not gonna finish in the back
It's
seat.
90
I guess that's a
degrees
bad day.
inside the car. It is a
Yeah, they're
miserable
gassed, man.
situation.
Yeah.
Davidson realizing the seatbelt. Oh, the safety
Oh,
lock.
the seatbelt.
The safety
Oh,
lock
shit.
stops Davidson, and it looks like Ray heard the safety lock and then grabbed the seatbelt himself. Oh, my. 27 seconds. It just doesn't look like it's going to happen for Q Davidson.
Yeah,
But what a
dude, he's
fantastic
smoked.
match. We got
Sorry,
20
Q.
seconds left. Davidson can try and secure something here, but he doesn't have much time to work.
I love that they're calling this like the world championships. But these guys work out together in the same fucking club.
Smash Raymond into the passenger floorboard.
Or in this case, the same car.
Time to finish.
Right, yeah, exactly. They drove home.
That's right.
Who volunteered their car?
Oh, we've got a tap. Wow.
A tap with a second left?
Yeah.
Davidson,
Wow.
rear naked choke tap out over Raymond Felton. Wow. Let's take a
fucking
look
got
at the replay here. Unbelievable. Davidson
guys just-
absolutely
there you
earning
go.
that submission all the way down into the passenger seat floorboard.
You know what, though, dude? I got to give him credit because I'll get gas just reaching into the back seat to pick up something.
Yeah, dude. You know, again, it's just like we're just, you know, putting shit in places where, you know, we just keep putting shit. I don't know. You know, it's like, okay, you know, we can box in a car. We can, you know, do it in a boat, do whatever. You know, I do like the idea that, again, you know, the environment plays an important role. It's part of the element of self-defense. Everyone always thinks about your attacker, but it's your environment too. So, you know, when we do these things, we consider bigger, stronger weapons, multiple assailant, and any environment.
You know what, though? I would dig like speedboat jitsu. The fucking thing racing through, bouncing on the fucking waves.
Right. Oh, someone will be unconscious in a fucking second.
That's right.
Mm.
Or overboard. Either way.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Now, something else I want to share. I found this on Instagram. I trying to fucking figure out how to enlarge this thing. I don't know. Maybe you can help me. So,
turn off an attacker by grossing him out. All right.
yeah. So here we go.
Is to ensure your safety,
This is from the 80s, of course, by the way. So hang in there.
even if it means being gross. You might try belching loudly in your assailant's face, or if you can, pass gas. The smell may drive him away. Try urinating on yourself, or if you can, try to excrete on yourself.
Just as a point, you may just do this naturally.
Yes.
So, you know, you're gonna the term shit yourself is real, because what happens is when you're SNS activation and you get ready for battle, yeah, your body's like, okay, everybody out. I need fucking blood to go to my, you know, the places where I need it. So, yeah.
Rub the excrement on your arms and face.
Okay. I don't know. So I'm being attacked. And I'm
gonna stop and get shit
myself,
faced.
and then get it and rub it all over myself. I don't know when I may have the opportunity to this to happen. I mean, maybe they're thinking if it's like a date rape situation, you're on the ground for an extended period. I'm trying to really think through this. You would, you know, get all fucking, you know, Braveheart and yourself. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
If you're saying that's too repulsive, you're right. Put your thumb into the eye. Pound his head
Okay. I'm back.
into the pavement
Yes.
and kick him in the head. Drive your thumb into the tomato and rip out. Roll with
You know he's from Jersey because he's like into the tomato. That's how we say tomato in Jersey.
In the tomato.
Tomato.
him and pinch and shake as hard as you can. Watch carefully. One of the best techniques is biting as hard as you can on your boyfriend's lips or neck.
It's kind of hot.
On your boyfriend's lips or neck. Well, attack her. That's obviously she's doing it on her boyfriend. And again, that's fine, right? It's see, there's the problem with a lot of shit. It's like there's good shit mixed in with crazy shit.
Yep.
And that's why people are like, oh, well, it's, he said this, yeah, but he also said this, and it's not consistent with everything else. But this is fine advice.
Rip your fingernails across his face for good measure. Pound his head. Quit fighting and wait for your chance.
This is great.
Then bite off his penis.
Yep.
I know.
Again, no shit, right? I mean, it's not bad, right?
Are we still talking about what to do to your boyfriend, though?
Yeah, exactly. I love the fucking cucumber.
That's the best.
But if you want to survive, you'll consider this a serious defense technique. Even children need to learn.
All right, again, and we're back. Watch.
How to defend themselves, and they can do it. You don't have to be 6 feet tall and weigh 200 pounds to be able to protect yourself.
All right, so the kid gets picked up, he earboxes him, and he does the cross rake, which is the karate rake.
Yeah, and then the spinning sidekick,
which automatically sends the adult flying into the air. Which no, that's not happening. But again, like not all bad, but then they go off the fucking rail.
Don't think.
No.
Oh.
Sorry. No.
You can't. Know that you can.
I'm going to teach you how to protect yourself against being murdered.
If you're being attacked, you.
That's right. So yeah, dude. I mean, like, I'm with like, okay, you have to do some, fucked up shit that you normally would not want to think about doing because you're a normal human being and you're a nice person and you're not a fucking psychopath. Right. But then it's like, they karateify stuff and they make shit way too, they start making shit complicated. Again, getting into, throwing up and pissing on yourself and shitting on yourself. I mean, I don't even know. I'll be honest. I don't even know if that would stop somebody or not. Right. I know it would stop me, but I'm not a rapist.
Yeah. I'd have to think.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it may just happen anyway. So, I mean, that's one, then it's, then they get into, again, the biting and the gouging. Yeah, sure. No shit.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Then they do the Karate Kid shit, with the kid self-defense, which is a problem because, it's not going to have enough power to do what they need.
Yeah. Little Timmy ain't fucking flipping me over his back.
No. And, but again, the takeaway is that, you got to be prepared to do shit that you really don't want to feel comfortable doing.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's not, it's not awful.
Mm-hmm. I kind of like the whole, bite your boyfriend's lip and neck. I'm like, yes, please.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I've said that to the woman.
Exactly. So, yeah. I don't. Yeah. So it's like, look, it's cheesy, and there are some things you could definitely get rid of, but the overall message is, look, if someone's trying to fucking rape you, you got to do what you got to do if you want to survive, and that's not going to be simple and clean. I like that they're like, look, they're like fight, they're like roll around. It wasn't like, oh, okay, just grab him and he goes flying off you mysteriously. They had him gouging, they had him grabbing nuts. Yeah, all right. It's not wrong. So, while, a part of me would like automatically want to like hate this shit. It's yeah. So
we'll give credit where credit's due.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I don't know. So that's yeah.
I'm gonna go watch some. I'm gonna go watch some fucking pillow fighting.
Right. Exactly. I mean, oh, yeah. So
of all the things that I've seen pop out, like between the fucking slap fights and the car jitsu and everything, I gotta say that pillow fighting looks like the most fucking fun. Is that slap fighting still fucking going on? I don't hear anything more about that.
No, I think it is. Well, Dana White was involved in it, so it's got some money and legs behind it, So, yeah, it is.
Well, he was in training with his wife, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Dana, we love you.
I mean, the guy came clean on it. He's like, look, it's something. We all make mistakes. That's all I'm saying. And he admitted to it. And, he's like, I lost. You would think like someone of his stature, but again, dude, just goes to prove it, so like anybody can be gotten.
Yep.
And anybody can be, made angry, and anybody can be made to, do things they regret at any point in life. And that guy's a fucking billionaire.
Yep.
Right? He's a billionaire. And you would think he'd be like, all right, whatever, but no. Same shit. I don't know what's going on. I don't know the guy at all. So I have no idea what's going on in his personal life or anything like that. But I mean, you get something like, you're with somebody, we all know, but yeah, I just, can happen to anybody, but it's holding yourself accountable and, taking the steps to, make it right. But yeah, to your point.
Speaking of insanity, has there been any more talk about fucking Zuckerberg and Musk?
No, that kind of died.
That's too bad.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, of course I'm rooting for Elon. I don't think Elon is, I mean, he's done judo, he's done karate, he's a bigger dude. I don't know if he's spending too much time training. He's running like 4 companies.
Yeah, but he's kind of crazy, so
he's definitely. I mean, so Zuck, but Zuck's been like focusing on jujitsu. But it's funny. I think like anybody, when they first get a little bit of success in something they haven't done before, like a martial art, we're all of a sudden like, oh, I'm getting pretty good at this. They feel like they know something a lot of people in the world don't.
Yes.
Like they're all of a sudden, all right, I'm ready. It's like that fucking whole, green belt syndrome where they're like, yeah, I fucking know it. I know this. I got answers for every, you're sitting there getting that shit. Yep. And then when you start getting into it, you're like, oh, wait, I don't know shit. Yeah. And they're like, oh, yeah, wait. Oh, yeah, there's layers to all this shit. Like when you learn something, even like you learn like short edge of a hand, right? The way you did it day one is not the way you do it now.
That's right.
And that's every basic fundamental technique in any sport I've ever been involved in. Like I learned a double leg takedown when I was in 2nd grade. When I was in college, it looked completely different.
Fuck, I would hope so.
Right. But, it was fucking, there's rotation to it. There's subtleties to it. There's finishes. There's all this other shit. There's, how your entry, your entry to it. So, that is, that's what, people think like they go through and they're like, okay, yeah, great. I know that. Do I? I don't know. Right. I'm like, I'm still working the same shit I learned like day one.
Yep.
All the time.
And that's, this part of the conversation is so perfect because we started right at the very fucking beginning of our call talking about going back to that first workout, right? That workout of the week, number 1, and always coming back to those fucking fundamentals and realizing just how much you can improve those over time and change that shit up too.
Right. And then when you start teaching it, it's a teaching pyramid. So now you start like articulating it, and now you learn it on a different level than when you were just learning it to do it. Now you're explaining it, you're demonstrating it, and you're also helping people fix the potential problems, the problems that they're having with it. So, that gives you a deeper understanding of it. I mean, it's like to sit there and be like, look, dude, there's only so many hours in the day, right? That, I'm going to want to, really do something. I mean, I spent like fucking years trying to perfect, I use the word perfect very loosely, like one throw.
Yep.
Holy shit, man. That's like, oh, I don't know that. I know things. I can demonstrate many things, but I can only do a handful of things.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, the problem but the thing is, I could do those handful of things in any situation that I'm in.
That's right.
Because I know them so well that, I can, okay, it doesn't matter. It's like here, I just put myself in positions where, I can do those things. Right. I don't put myself in a position where I can't do, where what I know is not effective. So, yeah, that's, so that's, that's where, that's again, the whole purpose of this. And this is why you also continue to practice and train your whole life, because you're constantly adapting your current skill set to what you can do right now. The shit I would do, 10, 15, 20 years ago, it's not necessarily what I'm doing now. So, thinking like, we get a lot of guys who train with us that have a lot of experience, but they have like experience when they're 20, not when they're 50.
That's right.
So, now it's like, okay. And they realize it. The problem is our memory goes back to the last time we did something. Right. So if the last time I walked off the fucking, the mat, the court, the field, whatever, and I left as an athlete, and then that's what I remember I can do. The problem is when you actually go try to do those fucking things.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's like, holy shit. Yeah, I know my mind can do it. It sees it, but then your body's like, whoa.
Yeah, you're like, I got this.
Yeah, it's like a day late and a dollar short. So yeah, it's a constant, constantly working at it. So yeah, and that's that. So what do you got going on this weekend?
Just going to spend some time with family.
Oh, okay. How's your mom doing?
It's starting to go south now.
I'm sorry.
It hasn't really spread a whole lot. Lymph nodes are starting to grow a bit, but the big thing is it's the pain, right? She's constantly in pain. They had her on certain pills before, and though she could take, a pill in the morning and it would last for fucking 24 hours, right? It would work right away. That pain would be gone. Now she'll take 2 pills. It'll take 2 hours to fucking take effect, and she might get an hour of relief. So it's, it's getting to that point where I'm sure that more sooner than later, she's probably going to need morphine to deal with pain. And it's just time now. We're coming up on 2 years in November since, diagnosis. So
yeah.
It's I'm hoping that she'll be around at Christmas. I expect, based on right now, that she'll be around still for Christmas, but we all know fucking cancer could just,
I know,
it can run ravage and just take you so fucking quick, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. It sucks.
It does. So I'm just trying to spend as much time as I can, when I can. They, like I said, they live, 2 to 2.5 hours away from me. So
yeah. Do you take the dogs with you? Who watches the dogs?
Oh no, dogs fucking stay here. They're fine.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. I come back one less dog. Hey, fucking survival of the fittest. I'll figure that shit out.
Yeah, no problem. Come back. Oh, okay. I'll go get more dogs.
So it's funny. So two of my guys, right? One is a Corso, right, and the other is a mastiff boxer, fucking whatever. He's got 6,000 fucking things in him. But when they have their little fights, I just stand the fuck back. I'm not getting in the middle of that shit, right? They figure it out, but they go at it like fucking tooth and nail, and you're just like, holy fuck. And then 2 minutes later, they're like best friends again. I'm just like, oh, well, whatever.
Right.
Fucking scars on one dog, little fucking puncture holes, and I'm filling like polysporin in. It's like,
right.
What are you gonna do? I mean, these dogs are like 100 plus fucking pounds. Like, really? Like,
right? Exactly. 100%.
People don't realize.
Figure it out. Dude, I mean, look. I mean, there are occasions where one gets a little. They're animals, dude. Where shit can get really bad. But for the most part, they work their shit out. Until one is too old to fucking be in charge.
That's right.
Right. And then, yeah. So, yeah. All right. Cool. So, how's the instructor?
Oh, that's actually been going well. We've gotten some new leads that have come in. Now we're just gonna have some conversations with them and get some new people on board. So,
all right.
It's coming. It's coming. What we're looking for now is we're looking for students who will actually want to start going through the grading process. So once you have the video done for the workout of the day, I mean, we'll really want to promote that so people get promotional exam and
so that'll be
promoted.
Yeah, that'll be I mean, I put those in on Friday, so that'll drop tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then I make the announcement on Monday. So
So everybody who's watching this shit, man, get promoted. We're here to fucking,
Yeah, this is it. I said, like, you'll download the course or completion certificates, which are great. But that just proves that you watch a material and you could answer the quiz at the end of those certain all the modules and the certain courses that have quizzes at the end of them. But to really get, you need eyes on, you need hands on. I mean, that's what we provide. And to make sure that you're doing it correctly, you got the confidence. I mean, this is what it is. And then add it to your toolbox. All right, everybody. So on that note, I am, that's it. We are done. So until next time, everyone, train honestly.